we're going to miss Jeff Gordon, but I'm glad he's staying in racing. And you know what I'm also proud of, that so many of these drivers have built homes here in Charlotte and this region.
Yeah.
And you know, you've got Dale, who I think has a place up in Kannapolis. You've got Jeff and Jimmy in Foxcroft area, and their families love the area, and they've become a part of the North Carolina and a part of the community. NASCAR drivers, once they come here, they're here.
Yep.
And they've made North Carolina a part of their family.
There's
and that's
no other,
another major advantage of being the home of what I consider NASCAR industry.
It really is. There's no other place where you can go and see all the teams. You can't go see all the football teams in one place.
Yeah.
That's what we have here in North Carolina.
When we built this, we were talking about the concept in the year 2000 of making this NASCAR Valley. Now, I'm not going to give up on it, Winston, but NASCAR Valley, very similar to the Wine Valley in San Francisco. This is the center point of NASCAR, and from here, the rest of what I consider to be NASCAR Valley, with or without the trademark, you go travel to the Hendrick shop, you go travel to Randleman, see the Petties, you go travel to the Mooresville and see the many different shops along I-77 and others, and it's a jumping off point where then people would spend a week in this region visiting all these different incredible, not only just this museum, but go visit the Hendrick shops and Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. And
they even go visit
and have
Biltmore
signs
House.
Everywhere. Yeah.
They go to the Biltmore House, they play golf. Race fans make a vacation out of it. When they come from over 300 miles, 300 miles is our average distance traveled for our fans this week. And so the half that comes from 300 miles or more, they're spending time enjoying our community. They're eating in the restaurants. Our campers will have some extra time where they can go up to a place like Biltmore, enjoy the Hall of Fame and a lot of the other things they find in the
But
space.
just visiting all the shops would be
It's huge.
a 3 or 4 day event for these people, and they love it. And they come down from Canada, they come down from the western states, they come from the Northeast, and this right here would be the jumping off point to make that happen. And I still think there's some synergy that we can continue to take advantage in that area. Each of these teams have incredible connections with GM, with Ford, with Honda, with other auto companies. We have the wind
industry.
tunnels in the areas. I mean, this is an industry and in which we have careers being built because of this industry. And you know it's even more of an industry because we have a NASCAR school up on Mooresville. We have our community colleges. UNC Charlotte now has majors related to motorsport. So who would have imagined that 20, 25 years ago? Who would have imagined that 10 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this has become a major industry, and that's why I think, thankfully, we didn't wait much longer than the 90s to embrace NASCAR, because it's an industry that I think is going to continue to spur relationships not only within NASCAR, but with the automakers who are going to want to see this talent and experimentation.